Hey there, New York City Guitar School, Emily here, and today I'm going to walk you through how to play Taylor Swift's Betty off of her recent album Folklore. So let's get to it. So here on Ultimate Guitar, I just typed in Betty. There are a couple different options, but I really like this one for the majority of these chords that we're going to use. Some of these chords may look intimidating. We do have some slash chords, such as this C over B. And we have a bar chord, B minor. G sus4 might be new to you. So right off the bat, I will say you can simplify a few of these. G sus could become G if you're more comfortable with that. The F major could just become a small bar F or even an F major 7. However, I will say we do have an F minor and a B minor that there's not really another option I can give you for those specific chords. So as we go through, we can talk about maybe even omitting those chords as we go. So let's get into it. So for our intro is actually what's happening throughout the entire song. We actually have split measures. So all of these are split measures except for F and this final G sus4. We have no capo here. So we are going to start out with C2, C over B, 4, A minor, and G sus4, and F2, 3, 4, G sus4. So take a look at these chords. We've got C, C2, C over B, 4, A minor 2. Now G sus4, you could turn it into just a regular G if you'd like, but the G sus4 does give us kind of a very cool sound. And finally we have a bar F, full measure, or a mini bar F, or an F major 7, whatever you're comfortable with, for a full measure. And then one more full measure of G sus4. 2, 3, 4. And that pattern just continues throughout this verse. So we have Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched your homeroom, but I think it's 'cause of me. 2, 3, 4, C. Betty, one time I was riding on my skateboard when I passed your house. It's like I couldn't breathe. 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So the intro and the verses are the exact same thing. Moving forward to our pre-chorus, very similar here. So we've got split measure, split measure, full measure, full measure. So take a look at our pre-chorus. We've got split measure. You heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. 2, 3, split measures. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to full measure. U, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. So again, feel free to simplify the full bar F and make the G sus4 just a G. And you can skip the C over B if those are keeping you from playing this song. I don't want you to not play the song because you're not feeling the chords. So feel free to make them your own. Now I will say, if you take a look at these last two lines, there's a little bit of syncopation happening. So instead of playing each chord on the exact downbeat, you're gonna rush the G chord. The worst thing that, the worst thing that I ever did. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right, so there's just a little bit of an anticipation there if you want to try that out. All right, so next thing that we need to think about is the chorus. So it's actually very similar. All split measures. If I showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you? And the split measures continue here. Tell me to go straight to hell. Full measure. Lead me to the garden. So we have split measures again. C to C over B, A minor to G, split measure F to A minor, full measure G, and then we'll skip this C just for a second. So that second half, in the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17, I don't know anything, but I know And now, basically what happens is that C leads us right back into the intro. But I know I miss you, Jesus, and F, 2, 3, 4, Jesus, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. That leads you right into verse 2, which is the exact same thing. Pre-chorus, the exact same thing once more. Our chorus is the same, and then all we have left is the bridge. Now we have all full measures here. So we have, I was walking home on broken cobblestones, just thinking of you, and she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions. She said, James, get in, let's drive. Those days turned into nights, slept next to her, but I dreamt of you all summer long. And here we go, we get right into our same intro again. C, C over B, A minor, G sus 4, and F, 2, 3, 4, G sus 2, 3, 4. Slight little difference here. We've got a fun little bum, bum, bum. So A minor and G, full measure F, full measure F minor. So we've got A minor, 2, 3, G, F, 2, 3, 4, F minor. And here is that F minor if you haven't played that one. So that again, we have A minor, 2, 3, G, F, 2, 3, 4, F minor, 2, 3, 4. And the song sort of gets a little bit quieter here and softer before we finish it out with a final verse. Same exact thing, but then we have two little repeats. So we have our normal progression, except we add in an E minor. So here's what happens. So I showed up at your party, F, E minor, G7, 2, 3. Yeah, I showed up at your party, All right, we're almost there. We have one more chorus, but what happens is we have a key change. So if this looks intimidating, if you don't want to play B minor, you actually, you don't have to change keys. You could just play it throughout the entire song in the same key without a key change. But key changes, they do kind of add like an element of drama to the song. So feel free to add it in. Here's what we do. We basically are modulating up a whole step. So we started at C, now we're going up to C sharp, and finally D. So a whole step up. So we have, yeah, I showed up. So we're on a D chord. This chord is a little funky. Feel it out. D over C sharp. Kind of new. Yeah, I showed up at your party. Will you have me? Will you love me? Will you kiss me on the front porch? So a lot of new chords here. B minor bar chord. Down to A major. Over to our G. The D over F sharp, I just play a D and then I wrap my thumb around to the 6th string 2nd fret. In front of all your stupid friends. you kiss me, will it be just like I dreamt it? Will it patch your broken wings? I'm only 17, I don't know anything, but I know Now we get into the outro, so there's this very cool rhythm that happens. But I know I miss you, standing in your cardigan, kissing in my car again. So this measure, but I know I miss you. We've basically got D on 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So A is on the and before 4, and G is on the and after 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And basically the 1, that next one leads into this G at the bottom. I wouldn't, you don't have to strum it again because you're already on a G, but just keep in mind, okay, I have a full measure of G here. Same thing happens here. So here's how it all pans out, going from the end of that chorus. But I know I miss you. 2, 3, standing in your cardigan. 2, 3, kissing in my car again. Stopped at a street light, you know I miss you. Right? So we just end with that D, 2, 3, and 4, and G. And it just sort of ends on that suspenseful G chord. So that is the whole outline of the song with all these different chords. There's so many. So I'll attach the tab for this in the description box. So feel free to pull this up because there are a lot of chords to go through. A strum, you can keep it nice and simple. What's written here on the ultimate guitar sounds like this. If I'm on a C, so you're gonna have, and again, remember you have split measures, so you'll have 1 and 2 and up, down, 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 up. So you're on your C, 1 and 2 and switch to that C over B, 3 and 4 and A minor and 2 and G sus, 3 and 4 and now full measure, F and 2 and 3 and 4 and then finish up with the full measure of the G sus4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and It moves faster in the original recording, but that's the strum. That works for the whole song. So there you have it. That is Taylor Swift's Betty. So feel free to check out that tab on Ultimate Guitar to get more into the specifics and see chord charts. Let me know how it goes. Send me your covers, and I hope I see you soon. Bye.